What is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land, podcast land, wherever land that you may be listening, watching, or just probably contemplating about listening or watching this podcast? Welcome to another episode of BS Commentaries. I am your host, Mike, and I have my incredibly bald-headed, sexy co-host, K-Hart, here. What's going on, K-Hart?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I gotta be honest, I'm a little fried. And no, I did not smoke no weed. I didn't hit no drugs. It's just been a long 24 hours for me.
I was hoping he was slightly drunk.
I went to the Ducks game where we saw both of our teams do battle and a 5-4 overtime victory by the Ducks. I came home. I did exercising on the exercise bike. I didn't go to sleep till 4. I've been gangbanging on 4 hours of sleep all day. So let's finish the day off right with some Red versus Blue. It's a lot. I know. Lots of pictures, lots of videos. But yeah. And bragging rights. Definitely bragging rights. But yeah. Speaking of bragging rights, where's Mike?
I don't understand. I think I need to get a new cord.
One more time?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I said I think I need to get a new cord for my mic because it keeps going out on me every now and then. So there must be a frayed wire or something. So I'll get a new cord here sometime, either tomorrow, probably next week. Anyway, folks. So we are going to be starting with Red versus Blue miniseries Recovery 1. Right. I believe it is a 4-parter. So just one part shorter than the last miniseries that we watched. So K-Hart, are we all set?
Hopefully this one's better than the last one. The last one,
I hope so.
Good. I fell asleep the last one. All right, let's do it.
All right, so for everybody wondering, if you want to join along, type in Red vs. Blue miniseries, go to Recovery 1 Part 1, and as soon as we see 3, 2, 1 in action, go ahead and click play.
Wait, hold on. Why don't we tell them to go to the playlist? Because if they go to Part 1, they
do have a playlist. Yeah. They do have a playlist. All right, so go to the Red vs. Blue miniseries playlist.
Yeah, there you go.
And go to Recovery 1.
There you go.
But anyway, so K-Hart in 3, 2, 1, and action.
Find more dead bodies.
Oh, look who it is. It's Agent Washington.
Right.
I still can't believe that K-Hart is fried and I'm not fried.
No, I just need not enough sleep. That's all that is. Not enough sleep.
I get you. That was interesting to say. I noticed.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was going to say is just like, you're not going to say, "Oh, thanks a lot, Captain Obvious."
I thought you were going to get that one. Okay.
I like how Delta is actually counting down.
Well, I mean, that's the point.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting. So I think either next week or the following week, I'm actually finally getting my Xbox.
Ballin'. Which one?
Yes. The Xbox Series X.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't just spring for the S. You know they're doing a sale on it.
Are they?
Yeah, it's going for $250. The Xbox Series S. They're giving you away a controller. They want people to buy that console, even though it's not a good console. So. Damn, you called him out.
Right?
He said, bro, weren't you garbage with AI units?
Excuse me. Wait, what now?
Hey, yo.
Well, that wasn't cool.
Right. You think?
Thank you very much, Delta Captain Obvious. I suggest you return fire.
Right.
What else is he supposed to do?
Right.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
What?
Wait a minute. Did I just really say that?
You said that out loud. Yes, we all heard you.
Just in the nick of time.
Right.
So I'm actually drinking beer right now. Like I'm actually on my first one. So I'm not hammered. I'm not hammered, but so I actually have a cup right here that I got from the Mariners games. And it's an aluminum cup. So like when you actually pour it into the aluminum cup, it stays cold for a long time.
That's a new tech.
Yeah, and they did this. They did the same over at Climate Pledge Arena for the Kraken games. I'm curious if any other stadiums do that.
No, at least not ones I've been to.
Speaking of which, you're going to New York here in a couple days.
Yeah, super excited. Gonna go back to EBS Arena. Then I'm gonna go back to MSG, but I'm gonna experience Rangers versus Ducks as a Rangers fan. I'm cosplaying as a Rangers fan for the night.
Oh no!
Because the crowds are always so amazing. That's why I wanted to go. So I want to experience this one hockey game as a Rangers fan. It's just one time. Y'all be all right. Yeah. I've experienced.
So here are the twins from the Project Freelancer. What was it?
North and South Dakota.
Yeah, there you go. North and South Dakota. Thank you.
No, that's what it is.
Yeah. The first time the first time I ever watched this miniseries when they showed Purple, I thought it was Doc. I mistook her for Doc, actually.
All right.
8 hours. Good God. Who the hell hit you over the head? Oh, another little fun tidbit about today. So I got a nice little package from the Funko company.
Oh.
And I officially have my Pokemon starter collection completed.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, I have Charmander right there. I haven't unboxed it yet, so I'll unbox it a little bit later. And
I thought the appeal was to not take them out of the box.
I don't see. That's something that I don't get about a lot of people. Like, I get the appeal of keeping them in the boxes. I know that that increases the value over the years.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of but I actually do save the boxes, though. Don't get me wrong. I save the boxes.
Yeah, in case you move.
But I do like to display them all, like, out of the boxes.
So my theory is, and I only know one person besides you who actually gets Funkos, and I think my theory is that people like to have them all organized in one place. So because all the boxes are even.
Dude, that's actually funny because all of my Funkos are on one shelf.
There you go.
And funnily enough, so all of the Funkos that I know we're supposed to be commentating on the miniseries, but it's not hidden.
It's
not going anywhere, people. But yeah. I mean, you get to hear us have an actual adult conversation, though, for once. Right. But anyway, so all of my Funkos, except for one, which is the Charmander Funko, all of my Funkos are actually sports related, and I actually got them at sporting events.
Right.
And so I have, and they're all Mariners related, by the way. I have a Ken Griffey Jr. Funko, a Felix one. Funnily enough, one of the Funkos that I have of our catcher, Dan Wilson, I actually got to the game late, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to miss out on the Funko. I don't mind. But it turns out I was one of the last ones to get it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Lucky me.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That was slightly... man, brutal.
Right.
So now we're in part 3 of what is it? Out of Mind. No, Recovery 1. Excuse me. Yeah, we're in part 3 now, and
right.
I'm not gonna lie about this miniseries. This one is actually a little bit more entertaining than the last one because I think Out of Mind was just it didn't really catch my attention as much as it's catching my attention here, because the original, or excuse me, last week's miniseries, it really gave us a kind of an opening into the Freelancer project, and now now we're seeing more and more freelancers.
Right. I think with Out of Mind, it just didn't really do anything per se. Like it didn't like it was more lore than actual backstory. This is backstory.
Yeah, this really is backstory, which I love, and not gonna lie, I think I actually need to replace my Blue Yeti because the sound is actually getting a little. I think because my microphone accidentally hit the floor, and I thought it was okay, but I think the sound might be getting a little distorted. But it's okay. I mean,
ain't your old company doing Prime deals?
Doesn't work like that though.
Unfortunately. Wait, you're not a Prime member at least?
No, I'm a Prime member. Of course I'm a Prime member.
Oh, that's just like get a new one.
I'll get a new one here. Well, I'm going to be spending a lot of money here in a couple weeks, so I'll probably get a new one probably that week.
You hear that, ladies? He's a big spender.
Jesus. Here, what are you pimping me out, man?
No, I'm just letting him know that you got money like that. I'm just letting him know.
Yeah, and the gold diggers are going to come after me.
Didn't you win like, what was it, 6 G's in Vegas, or what was it?
I forgot. You know what? I actually completely forgot about that week. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot about that week.
That was like 2 months ago, I think.
It was 2 months ago?
I think so.
That was a fun week in Vegas. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So again, Recovery 1, like I said, this is actually a really good backstory, but it also is corresponding into season 6, which again, I love. I always love a good backstory, but with Red versus Blue, a few seasons away from moving into the Freelancer project, we get a really good insight into the Freelancer project before season Freelancer project or whatever.
Right. I thought it was interesting. I've always found the whole Project Freelancer interesting. Like, it's very, very intricate. Like, it starts even before season 1.
It does. I mean, crazy. I want to say what season 2. I think we can say that, like the Freelancer project kind of like started getting developed or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's where we started hearing more and more about the Freelancer project was season 2.
Right.
And of course, I just love how Delta kind of looks like a green version of Caboose for some stupid reason.
I think because they're using an outdated model.
They're definitely using the Halo 1 version of and that's another thing about moving in later in the seasons with Rooster Teeth is, again, season 5 we saw a lot of really good special effects done, and now they're able to take an interest. They're able to take a character from Halo 1 and putting it into a different season,
right,
where this is Halo 2 currently, but it was really good of how the special effects worked.
Right. The fucking counselor.
So I'm not gonna lie. I listened to one of the old podcasts that we did and today because I was
nostalgic.
Yeah, I kind of doing a little nostalgic. I decided to go shuffle, and so I was only going to listen to one of the old podcasts. So I was just like, okay, I want to see which one it goes to. And not gonna lie, so that I listened to 3 of them. I listened to the extremely goofy movie that we did, a goofy movie that Richie and I did, and then the last one that came up was Dante's Peak.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah, dude, I was laughing my ass off, especially with the Dante's Peak one, because just because of the joke that was told in there. Because you're like, I wonder what kind of coffee that is. I'm just like, black.
Yeah, I was a little curious. Wow.
Oh God, here's the counselor. I always never cared for the counselor, but he turns out to be a huge character, moving on in the season in the series, which I was really shocked that they decided to make him one of the main intricate characters in a later season.
You ever notice how they don't hit that many shots?
How they what?
They don't hit that many shots.
No, they really don't hit that many shots. I think they were trying to, from what I read about this season. So this was this little mini series that they were doing. They were trying to wrap up. They were trying to do they were trying to do 3 things at one time when they were doing this, because the first episode was still getting done while they were trying to wrap up season 5. Then all of a sudden Halo 3 comes out, and then they're like, okay, now we got to get to work on season 6. So they were trying to do basically 3 seasons at one time. And don't get me wrong, look, I have no idea how hard it is to work on Machinima, but I'm willing to bet it's not as easy as anyone thinks it probably is.
No, it's hard.
I don't see anybody shooting. Who's shooting? What the fuck? Oh, hello. Backstabbing bitch.
Oh, without question.
Jesus. Oh my God. And here we go. We have the first shot of the meta. Man. I just hope like the Kraken actually beat the Kings tonight. I can't stand to lose to the Kings tonight.
Yeah, you need to win badly right now.
Yeah, that was a bad loss last night.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the other thing. Y'all need something bad. Oh, that's gonna be weird.
Yep.
I don't know what game to watch. Because when I go to New York, the Dodgers will be playing the Padres, and then the Yankees
no
Guardians. So I'm just like, what game do I watch? So, yeah, it's not.
And I like how Agent Washington is just playing dead.
I think she missed. Yeah, she missed.
All right, that is the miniseries Recovery 1. And now, of course, we got to get into the main season that we are going to be watching. So season 6. So let me go ahead and just tee that up a little bit real quickly. So I'll just wait for K-Hart real quickly.
Oh, I'm ready.
He's got it. Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So for everybody wondering again how to watch it, just click on Red vs. Blue season 6 YouTube. Just go ahead and do it. And in 3, 2, 1, and action. Oh, dude, we mentioned last week that season 5 had 1 million views. This one's got 1 million views too.
I think it's because this is one of the better seasons. That's why it's one of my personal favorites.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. So getting away from the Blood Gulch Chronicles. This was definitely one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah. It just looks all around better.
This shot. Tell me that's not an incredible shot. You had it because there's a limit to how many players can actually be in like a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have all those vehicles, all those players is like really incredible.
Yeah. I know this mod was crazy.
And of course, so now we've moved on to a different game in Halo 3. And I'm not going to lie, when Halo 3 came out, it was, wow. It was the first Halo game, of course, on the Xbox 360. And dude, the graphics back then are absolutely nuts.
I don't doubt it. Like I said, I didn't play the Halo back in the old days. I only ever saw footage. So
yeah,
I only saw 720p footage on YouTube. or I saw it on G4 TV at the time.
So of course we got a voicing of the director just now, and now we have the counselor once again back up.
Right. Well, now he actually has a character model this time.
Yeah. Now counselor's got a character model. Yeah, they did a pretty good job.
What's funny is this is not who we actually see later on.
No,
this is somebody else entirely, which is weird. So.
Walter, what is he? A Jeff Dunham puppet?
Walter Henderson.
Oh God, no. So I just ordered a new cord for my Blue Yeti.
Ballin'.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I can't wait to finally get my Xbox here in a couple weeks because I got a call from GameStop today.
Oh, what'd he say?
Oh, they were just talking about how I had I have a game on. I have a pre-order already set, and I think it comes out.
What game?
PGA 2K23. I mean, like here's the thing. I hardly ever buy golf games on for video games because I know
you hardly play golf games. There's hardly golf games made.
Well, I know that, but there was always like Tiger Woods PGA Tour, like on like the PlayStation and the old Xbox. But I definitely did the homework on this game. Yeah. Definitely did the homework on this PGA game. This one is actually going to be really good.
Well, that'll be fun.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. It's going to be a fun game to play. Infected?
Yeah.
Of course, that'll turn into a really good joke later on.
All right.
So fun fact about, so I finally learned this, actually when Halo 4 came out. So all of the helmets that the Halo characters have, you actually have to unlock via multiplayer.
Gross.
But the Master Chief helmet, the only way that you can get that fucking helmet is if you beat the game on the hardest goddamn level possible. And I'm not, and here's the thing. The only way that you can beat the game on the hardest level possible is if you are playing multiplayer. That's the only way.
So getting carried, basically.
But well, I mean,
for some people.
Yeah, well, but I mean, like, if you want to get the Master Chief helmet, you got to.
Right. I hear there's a Halo level that's impossible to beat on the hardest difficulty.
I think I've heard about that too. Yeah. I don't know if it's 100% true.
Yeah.
Of course, Agent Washington. I forgot to mention Shannon McCormick doing the voice role here of Agent Washington.
Right.
And funnily enough, Shannon was actually part of the first Rooster Teeth short series. He was in the first short that they did on YouTube. And,
oh, really?
I thought it was hilarious because that short began with him reading lines, I guess, from a I don't know if it was from Red versus Blue or not, but so Shannon was tired, and Bernie and Jeff said that he can go crap because he was like, I'm about to go home and catch some Z's before I have to be back at the theater. And Bernie's like, what theater? The one downstairs? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, why don't you just go crash in the conference room? We'll wake you up when you got time. That way you don't have to go all the way home.
All right.
And one of the funniest lines that they did, Shannon's like, you sure? And then all of a sudden dramatic music, and Bernie's like, why wouldn't we be sure? And it's hilarious. Shannon goes to sleep, and Bernie and Jeff start putting Shannon in ice because they're going to send him to the future. And they're getting like the Back to the Future 2 thing where they're like, you can bet on any sports teams that you remember.
Right.
And the only bad thing is that they made a joke about Seattle in that one. I didn't like it. And we're back in Halo 2.
Yeah.
Or no, we're back in Blood Gulch. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nobody home.
Nope.
I just said nobody's home. Didn't you listen to me?
So far.
So when she said a-hole like that, it reminded me of
a-hole.
It reminded me of another YouTube series called Chad Vader. You and I have got to watch that, by the way. We got to commentate that. Probably sometime next year. It's actually a really funny series, but so it's kind of a Star Wars spoof series where it's Chad Vader is Darth Vader's brother, and he's a day shift manager at a fucking grocery store. But
that's funny.
One of the characters in the show, he never cusses. Like if he because he always says he calls someone an a-hole. If he even censored douchebag, he's like d-bag.
Right. It's really not.
That's not a real law at all.
No.
If that was a real law, cops would be scared.
Right.
Cop. By the way, did you see her left foot? How it was like kind of like hovering above the ground. Yeah, that was always funny.
Right.
Oh, here's more good special effects. A big slap fight.
Ooh la la.
Look at the special effects. You got to give him some credit on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Are we surprised that Griff's statue is full of slug holes?
Nope.
Stop your intruding right there. That was actually pretty impressive.
That was impressive.
Now, when did you learn to understand Lopez?
Yeah, where's that miniseries?
What battle?
Where are you fighting?
There's your answer. Oh, so you're AWOL then?
Yep.
Hey, what? You're old and I hate you. So apparently that line that sister said was actually supposed to, it wasn't even supposed to be in the show, but
so good.
But Bernie loved the line so much, and he's like, I got to put it in there.
You're old and I hate you.
There was one line that they did that they put out in a video, and it's no longer up, but I remember it. And she goes like this. She's like, you're old and you can't get an erection.
I can see why they would take that down.
I don't know why they would take it down. I feel like it was
right.
I feel like that would have been just as almost as funny as you're old and I hate you. But I will say this. I do. Oh my God, it's Rat's Nest. That was one of my favorite maps in Halo 3. Oh man, that's bringing back. That is bringing up.
Is this a small map?
It really is. It really is a small map. That's why I loved it so much.
Okay, so it's like Shipment from Call of Duty. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I got you. Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Fucking Optimus Prime voice.
Right. Gotta be.
Oh, what? So, of course, this season was not called Season 6. It was actually called Reconstruction, by the way.
Right. Reconstruction. Damn thing.
And now look at the damn things.
Caboose. Problem. Oh no!
It must be Christmas morning and no one told me.
I'll get him for you. Time.
Like, that's one of the best jokes of this season. They called Jones Joannis. Joannis sounds like the Spanish version of Jones. It really does. And of course, Gavin Free actually gets a little bit of a cameo in this season of voicing that.
Cut up in the brig. Careful.
Be careful. Fucking shoots him.
Principal Miller. Oh yeah. I shot you. Is it possible to shoot yourself in the back? I'm curious.
Yeah, like I don't think that's possible.
Right. Oh, man.
So Lieutenant Miller was, if I'm looking at this correctly, let me see who he's voiced by. So he was voiced by Ray Murphy. I don't know if he worked with. No take backs.
Is it my brother? Good. No, you didn't have a brother.
He's having a mental breakdown, if that's even possible.
Right. Is it? Besides him. Nobody's fault.
I think the new guy did it. What? That was fun. Well, at least he said. Well, at least he didn't like being possessed by the AI.
Right.
Wow, no way. So it's 1-0 Kraken on the power play.
All in.
Dude, remember when we said how the Kraken were so horrible on the power play last year?
Yeah.
My God, how is it that they're doing so well this year?
I know, right? What were they? 3 for 4 last night? 3 for
They were
5?
3 for 4. Yeah, they were 3 for. I think they were 3 for 5 actually.
Shit. Okay. A piece of advice.
Right, like a rodeo. Never, ever come back here.
Come back here. Okay.
See, I like how they did the reverse Forrest Gump little speech that Jenna gave Gump. Because if you remember, she said, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel scared or in trouble, you just run.
Right. Run away and never return. Let's just enjoy this moment a little.
Oh no.
It's funny because he wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up about what is it? Freaking I don't know. I lost my train of thought for a second. So someone emailed us today, and they were asking if we were going to do any Halloween movies for the commentary this year, because somebody suggested we do Beetlejuice, but we're doing Red versus Blue right now, and next week, me and Anika, we're doing one Halloween movie at least this year. We're doing Hocus Pocus, but I will promise people this. We and of course he misses.
Oh,
that was not a warning shot. You just flat out fucking missed.
Yo. No.
Oh, come on. What the fuck? I don't think he's... And Church is just trying to shoot him.
How are you missing that bad?
I don't know, because he's a shitty ass shot. But anyway, getting back to the email. So next year I can promise a lot of people. I can promise everybody that we will be doing, like, next year in October and also in December we'll do like Halloween and Christmas movies. But again, we got caught up in the Red versus Blue fever that we had to do it now.
Yeah.
And
fevering, guys. My temperature's really hot.
And then someone also emailed us and said, will we do the Batman animated series commentary? And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
We can't do shit if we do that.
No, that would take a whole year to do it, or probably at least half of it.
Yeah, we'd never do anything. We'd never do a movie again if y'all want to start doing TV
exactly
shows.
Like we can, like because they said, well, I heard that you're doing the Sonic the Hedgehog series, so why don't you do this series? And I'm just like, the reason why we're doing Sonic the Hedgehog is because we can actually span it through 3 months, or what is it, 3 or 3.5 months?
Is it that long?
Well, we're not going to be doing as many episodes when we did Yu-Gi-Oh, because we're not going to be doing a 2-hour podcasts every day.
Yeah.
But no, because somebody suggested to do the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog because we are such big Sonic fans. I mean, that was a given.
Right.
But again, because we're going to be doing like, I think we're going to do between, I think 5 or 6 episodes per episode, because that'll be like an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. So it'll be just like we're watching a movie.
Right.
But we'll definitely be watching them on YouTube, by the way, not on Paramount.
Right. You're not in our buddy club.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
That's part of our charm. Quit fucking it up.
This is right.
That was one of the best. That was actually one of the best ones of the season. But yeah, so like I was saying, so for people who want us to do television series, you know, look, we would
pay
love
us. Do that.
Well,
pay us.
Well, no, I'm saying that we would love to do like cartoon series or like, you know, animated series or whatever, but the only reason why we're doing Sonic is because we can actually I had to hold it for that one. If you say anything positive right now, I will fucking kill all 3 of us right now. But
no, hold on. What kind of tech do you gotta have to just modify a conversation you just heard? How?
Well, I mean, wow.
All right, now go ahead, finish your thought.
So for everybody out there who wants us to do like television series or cartoon series, so the reason why we're doing Sonic the Hedgehog is because we can space it out for, again, if we do 6 episodes per week, and we can get, if we do between 5 and 6 episodes per, then we can get done in about 3 to 4 months. Then we can get back to movies, and we're going to be starting Sonic the Hedgehog probably. I want to say let's at least start either in February or March. I want to say we definitely can get it done by the summer, and then we can just get back to movies. But I know someone was saying, aren't you going to, I know one of my buddies, he texted me and he said, aren't you going to do the Home Alone movies this year? And I was like, well, I'll probably do it with Anika, but I'm not sure, but definitely not with K-Hart, because K-Hart and I are doing Red versus Blue.
Right.
But
basically,
I think
what we're trying to say is cut the check if you want us to do movies and TV shows simultaneously, because that's a lot of work. That's a lot of brain power.
I mean, if someone was to pay us to do television series, then I'll definitely do it.
Right.
I know one of my buddies, he was joking. I could tell he was joking. He's like, why don't you do Big Bang Theory?
I'm already in season 10 of Big Bang Theory. I can't do it again. Try again next year.
Do you know how long it would take us to actually get through 12 seasons of Big Bang?
Let me stop you right there, because if we did Big Bang Theory, that's a 12 season show. We would not be done with Big Bang Theory until 2026.
I'm willing to bet it would take at least about a year and a half.
How many episodes would you do?
At least 5 or 6 per.
Oh my God, that's like 3 hours. Oh my God.
That's not 3 hours. It's 20. It's between 20 and 22 minutes per episode. We had to walk here.
That's still long. That's still long.
But again,
that's a lot of episodes.
But no, I understand why most of the suggestions that I do get for like cartoon series are from friends of mine who actually listen to the podcast.
And we support you and we love you. Thank you so much.
I know. I love that. I love that my friends are actually taking in, giving me suggestions, but I'm just like,
right. Hey,
it takes his brain 3 seconds to catch up.
Right.
But no, to everybody who is like supporting the podcast, listening to the podcast, and then also suggesting what we should watch and also commentate on, we absolutely love you. Yeah. But there are some things that we just can't do because it would take too long.
Right.
You just found out.
You fucked around and you found out.
What?
What?
God. I love it. I just love it.
Right. About the throwing thing.
No, not by the throwing thing, by the goddamn throwing thing. By the way, I also just replaced my my headphone covers for my Beats.
Ballin'.
Yeah, dude, I like when I was first doing it, I thought I was fucking it all up, and I was just like, crap, I gotta buy new headphones now. But lucky for me, I didn't screw it up too bad. I didn't screw it up at all.
So can we take a moment to just say how insane that sounded? He said we took our tanks training program and put it onto a plane.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane.
That really is.
Ooh, Jesus. 3.9.
Titty. She was saying titties.
Right. That's Ryan Caboose.
I feel like Leonard is just a coward.
Wouldn't you?
I mean her. Now in the DVD, actually, Andy had a cameo in this little scene right here, but they didn't. But I don't understand what. I don't understand why they didn't put it in with this one.
Because it was probably nothing useful.
Well, I thought it was funny because when you hear the explosion, he's like, "That's it. Right. Give me a minute to warm back up. I can do better."
Oh.
Now, see, when she says, where are they going? So that tells me that Junior, Tucker's son, got off.
Yeah.
But it's still never explained where Junior actually went.
Yeah, because we don't see Junior again ever until
season 13.
Yeah.
But Tucker didn't mention Junior in, I think, season
7, I think.
Infected. What were they doing with the bodies? That is so gross.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, next season in season 7, Tucker actually mentions that he said him and Junior go around doing stuff, but I'm just like, well, where the hell is he? Where the hell is he then?
Right.
And the question is how did he find him?
Great question.
There's always a couple things that are definitely like plot loopholes that people or that Red versus Blue never really explained.
Right. There's so many. They're not plot holes though. That's the cool thing about it. They're just not explained. Like, where the fuck do all those copies of Wyoming and Church go? Where do they go?
I was always curious about that one.
There's like 15 churches running around now. Yeah.
So real quickly, talking a little bit of hockey before we get back onto the commentary here, dude. I fucking want to shoot Ryan Donato into the fucking sun.
Already?
No, dude. I told you last year that he was making dumb penalties and costing the team. He did it again last night.
We only scored on one power play though.
Yeah, no, they scored on both. They scored on both Donato's penalties.
Did we really?
I believe it was both. I believe it was both of them. Oh my God, that was the bad part right there. That shield is supposed to be like an AI thing, but they had the shield. They had the shield generator right there. That's a bad little mistake they made.
Well, you have to remember this is the first time they're using an asset like that.
Well, yeah, no, I get that this was the first time that they were using it, but I always thought that was a funny little mistake that they put in there.
Right.
I feel like we've spent most of this podcast like not actually talking about red versus blue, but just like talking about us.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, honestly, like so far we're about what?
We're not even an hour in yet.
No, we're not. Well, we're actually 30 minutes into this season, but so far, I mean, the season it hasn't been funny, but Caboose has made it really good when he starts getting involved. But now we really get into everything.
Right.
Because I feel like this is exactly where the season really takes the turn.
Yeah, business picks up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously, don't let her leave. Do something.
Hello. You should help her.
He took her ass out.
She got in the way.
Just straight up fucking shot her. I love it. First of all, can we actually say that Caboose is a better shot than Church?
Oh, without question. That was dead on.
Now, in the DVD, there was music behind all of this, and I really wish that they would have. I really wish that they would have put the DVD music in this final cut.
Which I know.
Oh, here comes one of the best lines ever.
Oh, I know, right? The worst throw ever of all time.
Not my fault. Someone put a wall. Oh, how close? How that is just unreal right there.
Right. You're like, oh, that almost hit me. Let me go ahead.
And again, this is more special of the special effects that are taking place in this season. And I feel like once Halo 3 came out, you know, the guys at the guys at Rooster Teeth, they really could their special effects techniques could really come to life, and they did a great job with that shot where they slowed everything down. And Meta was able to move amongst it because that was a great shot, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That is the big question. Why didn't someone give Caboose something to yell at?
Right.
The fact that Agent South is immortally wounded says a lot. It says more about Caboose's ability to shoot a rifle than anything else.
I don't think he ever holds a sniper. Wait, I'm pretty sure he did in Blood Gulch. He held a sniper rifle, but didn't shoot it.
Yeah, he held the sniper rifle. He never shot it though.
Yeah.
But can we, dude? Out of all of the guys in the Red versus Blue gang, Caboose can actually brag that he killed a freelancer by himself.
Right.
I thought that was the funniest thing in the world is that Caboose is the only one who can actually brag saying he killed a freelancer by himself. Well, actually, he didn't technically kill her, but he mortally wounded her.
Yeah, he assisted. Yeah. Really?
Like I said in the miniseries, backstabbing bitch.
Right.
Meaning she killed him.
Right. Only hamper our progress.
Oh, God.
That was so dark.
Yeah, that is.
Yoink.
Church has a great line. Facts. I mean that was one of the darkest.
He's like, my legs work fine, man. Don't shoot me.
Now I love what they do here in season 6 by just like doing these like little mini shots before the episode begins with a dialogue with the director. But this was I thought this was my favorite shot where they went down the tunnel, they came out of and then they came out of that. That was definitely my favorite shot of the entire. Like I know it's kind of weird to actually say that, but it was definitely my favorite shot.
Right.
He's talking so slow to him. Let's all relax.
No one is talking to you like this.
No one is talking to you like this. Got it. Now that's very morbid right there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go blow up this dead body. First he shoots it, then he throws a grenade at it, and now he's got a fucking flamethrower. Jesus. He's trying to incinerate the whole. He's trying to make it into dust.
Right. Get him up out of here.
I love those little like bombshell things in Halo 3. Like the first time I ever discovered it, someone actually shot one and blew me up. Dude, I got pissed. I rage quit that night. I'll be sure to archive that sentiment. That's the best thing ever is Control FU. Your aim is not fine. You have one of the worst aims ever.
Yeah, he did make a great addition to the Lakers without how much he misses.
That is cold.
Coming in at point guard, number 0, Church.
Leonard Church. I feel like he could shoot better than Russell Westbrook, though.
Oh, wait, no, he'd be number 1 because Westbrook is 0. He'd be number 1.
Oh, okay.
There's a guy.
Yeah, I would go home. And I love the positions that they put Delta in, like where he's positioned, because he's implanted right now into Caboose right now. Right. But then he was right there on the tire. He's right there on the tire of the Mongoose.
I think it's just for everybody to see.
I think so, but it's still really good.
Yeah, it's the little things.
You know, I'm not going to lie. If you actually have logics, like logistical smartness, I feel like you are a very dangerous person, because the level of smartness, like, first of all, I will say this. I think the most valuable smartness that anybody can have is street smarts.
Oh, without question.
I feel like street smarts are the best. But if you have intellectual smartness, I feel like that's the worst. Only because if you just have intellectual smartness, then you can't pick up a lot of things that normal people can pick up. But if you have logistical smartness, I feel like you're a very dangerous person.
Right.
I feel like the podcast kind of took a little bit of a dark turn when we're explaining intelligence.
Just a little bit. Okay.
Bro, the Commanders actually won a game.
Oh, did they?
They fucking won the game.
I stopped watching. I was like, this shit is horrible.
Well, Brian Robinson got a touchdown, and I was really happy about that.
Yeah,
because
I see it now.
Because of the fact that, you know, a couple of months ago he was shot a couple times. I mean, that's just
yeah.
Now,
for
I
them.
love how now this is where the story is starting to develop with the freelancers, is because,
Right.
Washington is telling them exactly how the freelancer project really got disbanded.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not talking to you, asshole.
Why was she rude?
Well, here in a second, we're going to find out how rude she really is to Sarge.
Right.
Now, why is he shocked? I don't understand why he's so shocked.
Right.
Like, I get that he's just like surprised,
Right.
but why are you shocked to find out that one of the most powerful people is a freelancer?
Well, I mean, if he could use Wyoming's gear, how could you not know he was a freelancer? Like, that's kind of, I feel like that's almost not a plot hole, but what's that thing where like writers fuck up? It's like, it doesn't make sense.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Now I can't even think of the word.
Right. There's a word for it, but it's just like it doesn't make sense when you've already experienced it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. I can't think of the goddamn word.
Yeah.
First of all, I've actually met a person named Delario before.
I have not.
And the guy was actually from Germany. I really wish his name was Bert instead of Burke.
Right.
Because if his name was Bert, it would be so much funny. I don't complain enough, Bert.
Hey,
say
Bert.
it in the Ernie. Say it in the Ernie voice. Do you know how absolutely hilarious that would be if they would have actually made the character named Bert and actually had Delario actually say, "I don't complain enough, Bert."
Right.
So that actually kind of that kind of took me back to a flashback of Family Guy, because I watched an episode of Family Guy the other day. It was one of the first like really early episodes, and they were watching Sesame Street, and he's like, "This episode of Sesame Street is brought to you by the letter H," and it was for homicide. And it was Ernie and Bert, and they were in bed together. I guess they're a gay couple in the show. And Bert is a detective, and Ernie's like, "Bert, I wish you wouldn't drink so much, Bert." "Well, Ernie, I wish you wouldn't eat cookies in the damn bed." "Bert, you're floating again, Bert." Like,
yeah.
I always thought that was funny how Family Guy always made fun of Ernie, like for him always saying Bert, because that's actually true. Ernie would always say Bert's name twice in a sentence.
"Hey, Bert, how's it going, Bert?"
"Hey, Bert, are you talking to your pigeon, Bert?"
Fashion.
So I got a quick question for you. So speaking of Sesame Street, who was your favorite character on Sesame Street, by the way?
I loved Elmo. That was my guy.
You really loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a nightmare about Elmo when I was a kid, so Elmo actually freaked me out a lot. But it definitely got over that. But I definitely love Elmo right now. But my favorite character on Sesame Street was Cookie Monster.
He didn't get that many segments for me to really like him like that.
I know that. But I mean, the segments where Cookie Monster did get, you had to love him.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Oh, and I just realized that they're talking about Carolina here because it's because that was a great little tidbit that they put in there, because they mentioned of how Carolina could not function with two AIs.
Nobody can. You're not supposed to.
What a winning combo.
Yeah.
Signal.
That was horrible.
That really was.
Yeah. Oh.
Jesus. how?
Oof. Now, how you don't kill him right there is
right? Like, how do you not do it?
You have a blade at the end of your weapon, so I'm just like, yeah, dude, you suck.
So he can't shoot with a rifle, and he can't even aim a grenade right.
No shit.
Why? That doesn't count.
What kind of dude perfect shit was that?
Can you actually? That really was a dude perfect moment.
Right.
Oh, real quick, hold on. I got to do this. Right. Just stay silent. The original Warthog song is back.
Right. This was my jam for a while.
Whoops.
How do you do that?
First of all,
what kind of driving is that?
I loved what Griff said. He's like, oh, fuck, dick. Yeah. You were saying? Now, they had to slow that shot down. You could tell.
Yeah, it was edited.
But I mean, it made for a really good shot because, first of all, that's good comedy right there. That they're able to take the Warthog and put it right there in the hole, and also have the Warthog getting towed up by the stupid blade, right, and then able to shoot.
Right.
Downtown. That was the first time we saw all the AIs together.
That's the family, yeah. But we always see them all together a handful of times, a very small handful of times. I think about 2 or 3 other times after that.
Yeah, stupid Kings tied the game, of course.
Whack.
Wow, so apparently Matty Beniers had a goal and it got waved off.
That sounds
damn it.
Right.
Any word on that soldier poison I ordered? That was good. Soldier poison.
Now, here's the thing. You buy the soldier poison, right? Mm-hmm. Who are you using it on? Because ain't nobody else there. And Griff is gone.
There's only one other fucking soldier there, and you said you don't fight a girl.
Yeah.
Now, again, we said it early in the podcast. How the fuck is he reading the subtitles? Is that how he's understanding Lopez?
Not anymore. After this, not anymore.
Yeah, like he didn't understand after that. What the fuck?
But I like how Lopez picked up that it was an edited message.
Mm-hmm. That's an arrow in his head. Did he take a crossbow or a bow and arrow and just started like practicing archery? Pendejo.
Pack gear.
He packs it every morning.
Now, how does that work? Because why do you unpack it? Just leave it packed, bro.
Exactly.
For a robot, you're kind of dumb, low key.
He's both smart and dumb.
Right.
He has his dumb moments.
Bro was a head.
You couldn't even win a fight with a teenage girl.
Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of sister, we never find out how she got moved because she's not really involved in this season or going forward. So we don't find out how she's moved to another base.
Exactly.
Well, actually,
no. In season 14, she was still in Blood Gulch.
Yeah, but we don't. see her again after this season.
Until season 13, actually.
Which is garbage, but yeah, it's like why introduce a new character just to ignore her?
Less talking, more leaving.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Now, real quickly, is it just me, or is that people who actually speak another language and who knows that other people don't understand it? They talk so much shit in another language, and they know that we can't understand it.
Right.
If you're on blue base, that would make more sense.
You know what's funny, or that I've always thought of? Are they on the? Did they all go to the same base?
Well, they were transferred over to Rat's Nest, so yes, they were.
So they were still fighting each other technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird of how all of those guys are regulation red, but those two guys are, but Griff and Simmons are not.
Nope. Just don't have enough ammo.
Lost and sold to the other team. Jesus, isn't that communism?
A little bit.
No, that's not communism. That's just being a traitor.
Right. You die a nerd.
What's the difference?
5 more minutes of living.
That's still, you're gonna die in 5 minutes. No.
Except for him.
Now, this is the orange that I actually like Griff in. It does look a little bit yellow.
I would say it's closer to gold, actually. To me.
It really is. It really is closer to gold. Yeah. But his armor does not get the perfect shade of orange until that's the best thing. I didn't realize about the fuck it, we're lazy option.
Right.
But no, his armor did not get like the right shade of orange until season 11. Season 11 is like during the what is it? The what the hell's the trilogy? The last trilogy that we're gonna watch. The chorus trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to have forgotten. This is bullshit. I did? Just like the army.
Now that's the funniest thing ever is that Griff got promoted to Sarge.
Insubordination. Yeah. You see his leg though?
I did see the leg. It was the most awkward positioning ever.
All right, see you, sir.
He just can't process it.
No, he's like insufficient data, boss. He does not compute. Yeah.
Now that really is the first time that Sarge ever spoke highly of Griff.
Right. Mission Invincible Sergeants. Sure.
Shotgun, I outrank you. Get in the back. Fuck.
Hear you.
And it's too loud.
What's happened?
Ugh. I'm gonna go lie down. So one of the things that I loved about this season is the special effects that they could do. And another thing that they could do in this season is take like that little, like, what is it? I cannot remember, for the love of God, remember it, but it was in special maps where you could just, it was for machinima directing.
Yeah.
because Halo 3 didn't make it available for machinima directing and concept. And they did, and the guys at Rooster Teeth, they did a great job at using every single possibility, every single thing that Halo 3 gave those guys to make. And that's another great special effect that they did right there. That is amazing. Right. That was because I feel like that they did when Halo 3 came out and when they were given
and you missed.
Fuck! Someone's in my eyes. First of all, there was no sun. You were in the shadows. No. But anyway, but yeah, so Halo 3 provided a great possibilities for Red versus Blue, and Rooster Teeth took every advantage that they could, and they did a great job with season 6 through 8 were some of my very favorite seasons because of everything that they were able to do, but also because they did a great job with the comedy.
Yeah, they really did.
Now, granted, the beginning of this season, it started out very serious, but as we all know, it picked up later in the season.
Right. Damn.
A little brain damage will be good for him. Damn, that's cold. Can he suffer any more brain damage, though? That's the question.
No.
I do?
Me too. You're a sir.
You don't have any ears. You don't have human ears. That's one of my favorite lines. And this is the voice of God. Give up your evil ways. Oh, no.
All right. One sec. What word is?
God.
Code word?
Damn it, Sarge.
Tell you about that. Two.
He really is right.
That's that Scott Steiner math.
Right?
Right. All right.
That's like putting your laptop password as password.
Yeah.
Or what? Or putting it as 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
You're absolutely right about Griff's armor. That does look pretty gold.
Gold, yeah.
And they actually they poke fun of it in the Chorus trilogy, actually. Because so in Halo 1, Griff's armor looked more yellow than orange. In Halo 2, it looked very dark orange. And then here in Halo 3, it looks just it looks like golden orange.
Right.
Dude, run.
God. No.
I feel like people are just going to say that we're just repeating lines in this season, but I mean, like, come on.
So what? What you going to do about it? You going to keep watching
like,
it
come
anyway?
on. Seriously, how can we not repeat the lines? Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God,
now,
oh, God, oh, God.
But now, listen, I know we talked about doing shows and how we're not going to do them. There is one show I will sit down and watch nonstop.
Okay.
2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Only show I'll sit down and watch.
Oh my God! When is that coming out? Actually,
it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
So yeah. Or that. Well, I just finished that 70 show. So never
Oh, I
mind.
lived? That's bullshit.
Yeah, Detention in battle. Right.
By the way, Cartoon Network is officially dead.
Yes.
And that just breaks my fucking heart.
Well, okay, so they're not dead per se, but they're being absorbed by Warner Brother Media. So but that's not ideal.
Like,
it's still not ideal.
I like that one right there. Yeah, come on, scooch, scooch. That's something my mom always says to me. She's like, come on, scooch, scooch.
Right.
See, the only thing that I don't like about the YouTube version of oh god.
Good job. I get it. Jackass.
Keep up the good work.
Oh.
I always love how Caboose's like comatose state positions always change. Right. They can't keep the same positions with the dead bodies.
Odd.
We're dying. Jesus. Okay, how does that even work, dude? You are with the military. You don't have to pay for your fucking equipment.
Yeah, you don't.
You can even write off your equipment as a tax thing.
Right. And he lives that, and he lives to that. He taking
I don't know. I just
shots.
Don't know how.
His HP is at 1,000. That's crazy.
1,000, my ass. His HP's at 10,000.
Right, maybe more. All to the head too.
Exactly. Yeah. That definitely pissed me off about this movie. Is how the hell did he survive that?
Right.
We had a crippled and you guys showed up and fucked everything up.
What's wrong? Car at us. What?
I don't think anybody was wondering that. Which kind of sucks because, I mean, Griff is just so disrespected.
Right.
Harry, the key. Because he probably has brain damage.
All right. No.
Now I like that. Do you guys know a medic? No. He kind of does know how to. Oh my god! I can't believe I just saw that. Buddy of mine on Twitter, he drives a Jeep, and he filled up at Costco.
Right.
And for 22.61 gallons, he paid $110.
Do know a medic, bro. Far away. Right here. Maybe run his corner right around here.
Dude, could you actually imagine paying over $100 for gas?
Ugh.
Well, I mean, you are in California.
Yeah, don't remind me sometimes.
Yeah, I actually paid the most for gas that I've ever paid this morning for the first time ever.
Yikes!
I paid $5.39 a gallon.
Right.
And then it filled my car all the way up, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually paid a total of an even $50.
People on the outside.
Can I please say on this? Can I please say it on this podcast?
It's your show.
Okay. Fuck inflation. Fuck the government. Fuck Biden. And fuck the gas companies.
I love America, just in case. Just in case somebody listening. Just in case.
You can still love America and say all those things.
Oh, of course, but I don't like to take any chances.
Just to let everybody know, I'm not a MAGA nerd. I'm being 100% honest. I'm not a MAGA nerd. Because I mean, actually, let's be truthful, K Hard. If I was a MAGA nerd, you would not even be part of this podcast.
No, I wouldn't. Unfortunately, I would not.
Okay. Pardon everybody. So to everybody out there, that's the only time we talk politics.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the greenest green I've ever seen in my life.
Greener than a dollar bill. Dude.
No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, he can explain that part too. Jesus Christ. I swear, I just love this. I love this trilogy so much.
Right.
Because I think it's called the relocation.
Reconstruction, relocation, and then recreation.
Okay, let me actually check the trilogy name real quick.
Which is ironic because they don't actually have fun in the recreation arc.
Yeah.
What? Not my fault.
The fact that he's still in a comatose and he's still able to say it, not my fault, Tucker did. God. That's bullshit. So this trilogy is actually called The Recollection.
Right.
So no joke that when Griff said that's bullshit, he actually that was actually the way he said it was actually taken from a PSA.
Right.
And I actually know which PSA they took it from because they were talking about achievements, like the little achievements you get in video games. And ironically enough, Griff was opposed to the achievements.
Really?
I thought that was so funny because, as we all know, of course, Jeff is the founder of Achievement Hunter.
Right. What about that?
Kind of obvious in hindsight. Okay, that's racist. That was actually racist right there.
Right. Nice. Means us right.
Hey, that's not nice. He means us, right? I love this line.
This is immature.
I've said that so many times to a lot of people. Your face is immature. Excuse me for getting a good insult in.
Your face.
Your face is nothing.
You're making that up.
So we actually had a comment here on the live stream. I just noticed it. We had a comment. We have two comments on the YouTube stream.
Right.
And it's from a username Hold My Beer.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 comments. He said, I just want to know why Houston is an absolute monster of a baseball team, straight dominance today. And the next comment is fuck Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Harsh.
Sorry to hear that. Still cheaters, but sorry to hear that.
But I'm not going to lie. I like this guy's username. It's Hold Ma. M-U-H. Hold My Beer.
That's what I thought it was.
That's you know, I kind of hope on, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think it's taken on Xbox because I was actually thinking about when I get my Xbox, I was actually thinking about having that as my username.
Well, you'd be surprised. Oh, yeah.
I think he's angry because of what you. Now I love how Church's body is actually moving.
Yeah.
You could have asked nicely. So we're almost actually done with this season.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that. I mean, I will say this though. So next week when we watch the miniseries, Relocated, I'm not gonna lie, that's the funniest of any miniseries that was a part of Red versus Blue, and I thought it was one of the best things about season 7.
Right. Dear director.
Because one of my favorite lines in all the miniseries happens in that little miniseries is where Griff is on top of the base, and Sarge is just like, "What do you see? What? What do you see? What do I see? I see." Now that was a good special effect right there, putting the mud right on the camera screen.
Yeah.
But anyway, Griff is like, "What do I see? I see everything because I'm at the top of the fucking world."
Right. Wouldn't work. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually with Caboose. That actually wasn't very nice of Agent Washington to do.
Right.
So real quickly too, Hold My Beer, who is actually watching this stream, we appreciate your support. Hopefully you are subscribed to the channel. And to Hold My Beer, if you want to suggest any movies for us to watch, be sure to email us at Seattle Sports Diaries 0@gmail.com. Or you can comment. We don't care.
Comment, let us know.
Okay, seriously, Agent Washington is kind of being a jerk to Caboose because he's absolutely right. He is getting practice.
Right. You fit on a motorcycle.
The way he said it, he was so enthusiastic about it. We can fit on a motorcycle. It stares at me, and I don't like it. Now, this is creepy.
Right.
What the? Wait a minute. What the?
I think because the body's still moving, kind of.
I think so. Yeah. Hey, Hold My Beer already just gave us a good movie suggestion.
What is it?
Training Day.
Oh, God. The queue's just getting longer. You need not to die.
Now, I never once flew this vehicle in this game, and I wish it would have gotten and I wish it was available for. I wish it was available for Halo 4. Okay, real quickly, Hold My Beer just suggested another movie. I'm sorry, no, absolutely not. I'm not doing it next year.
What's the movie?
Elf.
Pass.
That is a hard fucking pass for me. Any Will Ferrell movie you suggest, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, there goes Step Brothers.
Okay, wait a minute. Step Brothers I can do. Step Brothers I can do.
Should have known.
Well, actually, have you ever heard of the movie Dick? It's not a porno, by the way.
It's called Ayo. No, I haven't.
So, Will Ferrell actually was in. Will Ferrell was actually in the movie Dick, but it was like it was telling the story of Watergate, but it was a comedy movie.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a pretty funny movie.
I don't think so.
Now this shot right here gets me.
Yeah.
the body
I'm
just
gonna have to call you back.
It just fell down like a damn rag doll. Oh my god. I can't get over of how it was like tipping back and forth. Because you're the Reds and Blues. You're always the decoys. Allison?
You're acting odd.
Ow, that'll hurt.
I feel kind of.
And then just faints. Oh my God, you're not going to believe who just scored a goal for the Kraken.
Who was it?
Turbo Tanev. Brandon freaking Tanev. Turbo Tanev, baby.
Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats. Not that simple.
I love that line. Not that simple. So, fun fact about the UNSC abbreviation is the way they actually got that abbreviation. They actually took it from the Marines a little bit.
Yeah, I can. You could tell.
Yeah, because of course they were also called Space Marines, and of course, here's the thing. I have so much respect for every branch in the military. It doesn't matter who you are. But if you remember, K-Hart, when we did Heartbreak Ridge, the Marine movie, I told you I always give my Marine friends so much shit because Marines are always called crayon eaters.
So I've heard.
Yeah, it's a little funny. That's a little funny, but no, I mean it was so funny the first because I actually told somebody back.
That was my plan.
Was that your plan?
Yeah, let's not do it.
But anyway, so one of the so a couple of years ago, when we were playing Halo, when me and my buddy were playing Halo, he was talking about the abbreviation. He's like, "What does the UNSC mean?" And I was like, "You want to know the background behind it?" And I told him the background story behind it. He's like, "Really? I didn't know the Marines were part of the background for Halo." And I was like, "Well, they weren't technically part of it. It's just they got the idea from the United States Marine Corps."
Mm-hmm. There is no rank.
Wait a minute. Look behind Washington. Is there a dude right back there?
I think so.
What the fuck? Oh my God. I love what Griff said. He's like 3 words, guys. Gold-plated vagina.
Right. Lasers and robots. Robots and lasers.
I'm with Simmons on that. That was a huge wasted opportunity right there. Maybe a demeaning adverb. Jesus Christ.
I know. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, break the goddamn streak.
I have an idea.
Yeah, he was bluffing.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to lie. This was actually the one of the most brilliant ideas that Caboose has ever had.
Right. Let us write in.
He's not wrong. You can't see inside of a tank. My God. I can't get over it.
Get off me at top. Whose hand was that?
Wait a minute. Why would you ask if Donut is in? Dude, if Donut was in that tank, you would know it.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He also had a dog named Mr. Johnson. Anyway, he's dead now.
That's so what?
He did a horrible job lying. Now, how do they not notice that?
They can't see it. Oh, you mean the surgery? Yeah, good question. Because he's all
how
white.
The fuck do they not notice the meta hanging off the back of a goddamn fucking tank?
Right.
Fuck berries. Jesus. I always love that one. Exactly. Now, that was the first smart thing that Griff ever said. Now, if you look at Griff right here, look at his armor in the dark. It right. Looks so much. It looks so horrible. It actually looks yellow,
which is problematic.
Yeah. No matter how nicely they ask. Yeah, look at Griff. He's freaking yellow.
Yeah. I think it's just the lighting in that room.
I think so. That's the problem with this map is definitely the lighting. Right. I love it. He's like, no, seriously, tell me to do it. I'll do it right fucking now. Let's go. The fact that Simmons is so eager to actually shoot Griff tells you a lot about Simmons' mentality. Mm-hmm. Okay, could you imagine actually being told to break shit? Do you know how much fun you would have?
So much fun.
Now, do they not question this guy actually having a pistol in his hands with Agent Washington actually aiming the gun at him?
No. Soldier.
What doesn't seem right to you? You have got to be fucking shitting me.
Can I get some help here?
That is
thanks.
Okay. That's the worst fucking shot that I've ever seen in my life.
Right?
You're standing.
You're not even standing. You're kneeling.
Yeah, you're kneeling. What, 2-3 feet away from the guy, and you empty a clip, and you can't hit him.
Not one shot landed.
God, oh my God. Yes, you're all going down. Is it just me, or does Simmons with the coloring right there? It almost looks like his armor's like kind of like reddish purple.
Reddish purple, yeah, I see it.
I mean, I get that reddish purple is maroon almost, right. But I mean, it does almost it does look like there's red and purple in there.
Yeah, I see it. Why is a countdown?
Okay, first of all, if your clock is a countdown to Battlestar Galactica, then you're a fucking nerd. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for people who nerd out to Battlestar Galactica.
What's wrong with
The same.
Battlestar Galactica? What's your frustration?
I just don't. I never cared for. I always thought it was shitty.
That's not very nice.
I feel the same way about Star Trek.
Well, that's actually correct. Fuck Star Trek. I said what I said. You heard me.
At least I got you to say fuck something in this goddamn podcast. No, I think so. I'm gonna say what I. So you said what you just said. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So I think Star Trek nerds, and here's the thing. I don't say nerd as a derogatory term. I'm not saying it as a derogatory term because both me and K-Hart, we can be considered as nerds because we love a lot of the nerdy things. But right. I'm saying that Star Trek nerds are some of the worst type of fucking people out there. Because and the Star Trek nerds will say that Star Wars nerds are worse. They are. No. Star Wars nerds are not worse. It's the Star Trek ones.
No, they are worse, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
Star Trek has not had a. How can I say this? Star Trek hasn't had a consistent product in years. Star Wars is getting projects every year, and none of them are good. None of it's good. Apparently, it's all bad according to Star Wars fans. They've been getting movies annually. When was the last time Star Trek?
I will agree to this one. So, well, the last Star Wars film I will say is really good, but the 8th film was not good. But I'm not gonna lie, like they are getting a lot of stuff. Star Wars is getting a lot of stuff, but it's mostly in part to Disney.
Yeah.
Now, are they getting a lot more miniseries on Disney Plus? Yes, they are. But yes, you're absolutely right. I think because you explained it to me in that category or in that context, I think you're absolutely right.
And my thing is, when I read like people's tweets and reviews, I'm like, I don't know who to trust because y'all said the last 2 movies are bad. I don't know who to trust because y'all say this about everything.
So I'm not gonna lie. So when I went to go watch. So I watched all the last 3 Star Wars films in the theaters, of course.
Yeah.
Now, when I went to go watch the 8th episode, I was sitting in my seat, and everybody else was clapping. And after they got done clapping, I went like this: "That movie fucking sucked dicks," and everybody got pissed off at me. But it's just like, no, episode 8 was horrible. I will always say that episode 8 was a bad movie. But you're absolutely right. You know, Star Wars is always getting products put out there. Star Trek is not.
So to say like all this shit is bad, like, bro, why do you watch then? Like, come on now, you gotta like something. So,
I mean, I wish people would not badmouth Obi-Wan. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to get into a debate with Star Wars fans about Obi-Wan because I actually loved the series, but a lot of people said that they didn't like the series, but yet they still watch the fucking thing.
It. You still on a Disney Plus at Wednesday at midnight, so like you
exactly.
You're doing something. Yeah. All right.
See right there. Look at dude Simmons. He wants to kill Griff for some reason.
Right. He's just ready to shoot something. That's all.
I think so.
Right.
Why doesn't he go out to the shooting range? He can actually get his fix there.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. So real quickly, I know this is gonna sound a little morbid to you, but I'm not trying to sound like someone who has a mental disability or whatever. But there are so many, like, so me being an Amazon driver, I got to deal with people's shit every day. I got to deal with stupid people all the time. So today I had to deal with some woman who was parked behind me in a street, and she couldn't get by me because there were two cars on both sides of my van, so she couldn't get around it.
Right.
And she was honking at me. And finally, after like the fourth honk that she gave, I finally went like this. I was like, bitch, you can honk all you want, but if you keep honking, I'm gonna move slower. That way, I make you suffer.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie. When I go to the shooting range with either with my handgun or my Colt M4. I do have an M4. I do have a semi or not a semi-auto. No, it is a semi-auto. Sorry. But when I go to the shooting range, I actually let off a lot of steam because I do love shooting, and it's a fun little activity. So Simmons here needs to go to the shooting range.
Right.
Because I feel like if he had some targets to actually shoot, he would get a lot of anger out of there.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
And again, I know it's very weird when I say that I go to the shooting range and I release a lot of anger, but be honest. It's better to release your anger in that type of way than to actually release your anger in a way worse way to where you make a bad mistake in life.
Right. Friends.
Most dramatic part in this entire episode,
Right.
or excuse me, season.
Right.
And this is where everything comes together. This is the biggest reveal in Red versus Blue history coming up. Uh-oh. What is he saying? Oh, I forgot about that. He was there for 14 months.
Right.
Now, how did he know that? He never knew about that, by the way.
I think they mentioned it. Like, oh, we all went through it.
Mm-hmm. Gasp. That's nuts to even hear about it. Like the first time I ever heard that come out of Agent Washington, I was shocked.
Yeah, you remember when these came out like every week?
Mm-hmm. 3-1 Kraken, brother.
3-1.
Dude, real quickly, you want to know something funny about this game?
What's up?
The Kraken are 1 for 3 on the power play.
That's hockey, man. It doesn't make sense.
No, in the words of John Forsland, that's Kraken hockey, baby.
Right.
Now, I love how they use that little sound effect, like typing on the keyboard, like really rough.
Right.
So how is Simmons able to type when he's got a gun in his hand?
He's clicking with the pistol, obviously.
Oh, God, I love this. Oh, that was such a good line from Simmons. Shut the fuck up and let me work. But that was good though. That Simmons explained it all, and then Griff gave just the dumbest bullshit answer in the world. But yeah, that was like when I first watched the Red versus Blue series. When I first heard that Church was an AI, I
That
absolutely
was nuts.
that was a huge bombshell to me.
Right.
Remember how Tucker is not a part of the series?
Yeah, he's in the desert.
There he is. Who the fuck cares? Just get rid of him. Mayday and all that shit.
Oh
God. Is somebody here to say something? Oh, so apparently the Kraken have their backup goalie in the goal tonight.
Yeah, no need to start the starter back to backs.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe start Jones ahead of Grubauer if he does well.
Maybe.
You know what? I'm gonna side with Church on that one. He does sound jealous.
Because he was. I would be too.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. I would be a little jealous as well.
I'd be hot. Man, what the fuck?
So probably by the time this podcast is over, I'll be able to watch the third period of the Kraken game.
Yeah.
So by the way, that line that Church just said, if this fucking thing sends out any more messages, if you actually watch the season 6 outtakes, dude, you should see you should hear Bernie Burns actually try to say that. He had the hardest time saying that line.
Oh, it in the trash can?
Mm-hmm.
Odd.
I gotta go dark here for a second, man.
Delete us the blueses. Yeah, flip play top team. Oh, I always meant we will. They suck.
Oh my God! Where's Caboose? What? Where did he go? You don't think that deleting him from the computer somehow altered the fabric of reality and removed him from? Hey guys, I was just trying to find the bathroom.
Hey guys.
Always had to go before a big battle. He hates when I have to go in the middle of one. Oh, if you want to
finish that thought.
No, that's okay. I'm cool.
Yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna lie.
That was a nice awkward moment.
Yeah.
No way he turned it off with the clapper. By the way, to hold my beer, I do read all the we do read all the comments on here. By the way, we've just been actually really focused on the series right now. We're trying to actually do the commentary.
What else did he say?
Oh, he said a bunch of things. He said, "Okay, I'm unsubscribing. Ready Player One for next review. I was Amazon driver for quite some time. Release and anger versus frustration are totally different. Crackhead for life. And I wish you would read your fucking comments."
Ha! Bullying you. That's crazy.
That was good. The last one was good.
Me personally.
You know what? I'm on Griff's side on. I would actually do that as well.
Astronaut.
Space Marine. Nothing to see here. So there, by the way, so my quick question for you, man. Have you ever had to deal with like a fruit fly infestation? Like those little gnats or whatever they're called, fruit flies.
No.
What's up?
None. You just deleted everything.
Oh, no, I was asking you a question. Have you ever had to deal with like fruit flies in your house?
No.
Dude, I don't understand it. Like I've got fruit. I have a fruit fly flying around me, and it's annoying the hell out of me. And I want to squish the little bastard.
Better get him. Better show him who's boss.
72. Show me some porn. That's Twitter right there.
Which part?
That talk about politics and bore the shit out of me. Actually, I want to say that Twitter right now is argue about politics and bore the shit out of me.
Likely, yeah.
But actually, in the year that this was actually made, Griff was actually right about the internet at that point. Is you talk about politics and you just bore the living crap out of someone.
Right. Engage.
Dude, Griff looks so yellow right now.
We've been really fixated on Griff all episode.
And well, no, it's just because of the color of his armor.
No, I got that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just an observation.
Now, I like how his church is moving right there. If you see him, he's moving to the side and he's still like aiming the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Okay, now Griff's armor looks orange right here, actually.
Right. Yes.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. How do you know how to drive how do you know how to drive a stick but not an automatic?
It's caboose. It doesn't make sense.
Oh God, I love this joke. I like how Griff was bobbing his head while he had his hands on the wheel. You mean an imp?
Yep.
Wasn't that how everybody said EMP back then? Is EMP?
I just called it EMP. I never tried to say.
You never called it EMP?
Nope. Always said EMP.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know I'm different.
You know, no, I'm not gonna do it. No.
Yeah, don't.
I'm just not.
Don't.
You know, I may have had 6 beers during this podcast, but I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm Irish, Scottish, and German. My tolerancy for alcohol is that high.
Yeah.
By the way, I like what Hold My Beer just said.
He
said it's called EMP, not an EMP.
Exactly.
FFS.
Exactly. That's a man of culture right there. He knows what he's talking about.
Yes, you're absolutely right. An EMP is not EMP. It is EMP, electromagnetic pulse.
Yep. Because an imp has an I sound. So yeah.
Uh, so remember a couple of podcasts ago, I told you someone suggested to us to watch the Elvis movie.
The new one?
Yeah, the Elvis movie, but I don't know if I don't think we would do it because it is a near 3 hour movie.
And I don't give a damn about Elvis. Just being honest.
I can't wait a minute, man. Calm down.
I don't care. I did not listen to Elvis. It's not. I would not.
Okay, first of all, you need to listen to some Elvis music, man. You got to listen to some Elvis.
My brother in Christ, I'm African American. We do not listen to Elvis.
Bullshit.
No, that is not bullshit. That is the truth. We
no,
do not listen
come on,
to Elvis.
Man. Do you know where Elvis got his style from?
Yeah,
it was from gospel music, bro.
He took it from. I'm just saying, I don't live. We don't listen to Elvis. We don't play Elvis in these parts, unfortunately.
In these four.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Did the podcast just kind of take a weird turn where we're just like going back and forth on race talk?
It's not race. It's just I just don't listen to Elvis. That's all it is.
Fair enough. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Fair enough. You don't listen to Elvis. I get it. Oh my God! You ain't never gonna believe this latest comment on with Hold My Beer.
What is it now?
He said Elvis stole rock and roll from African Americans, you uncultured swine.
Thank you. I'm just saying, man. We don't
Why do I feel that you are Hold My Beer?
I'm not, because I don't drink. So that'd be an oxymoron if it was.
It really would. That would be the ultimate oxymoron, actually. Now, the only thing about this is that we never know Washington's last name. We only know his first name.
It's not really necessary to know.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, so to bring up Elvis, though, but you and I will actually be watching an Elvis movie here next year. The only reason I say that is because we talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago. But we will be watching like some black and white movies next year, because again, we'll start with one though. We'll definitely do one for sure. And there was someone who emailed us and they mentioned a couple of Elvis's movies. But I know you are open to new horizons with this podcast, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, one movie one movie that I would suggest that is black and white that is actually really good is actually based off of a book. But I'm not going to suggest it because I know your feelings on it, so I'm not going to suggest it.
What movie?
I'm not going to tell you because it'll just piss you off.
What is it? Titanic 2?
It's a Titanic movie, but it's based off of but it's actually based off of a book actually. But it's called A Night to Remember. But it was actually a really good black and white movie, and it was funnily enough, it was actually the second black and white Titanic movie that was made within the 1950s.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to get you into like the Titanic thing, but I want to get. But I at least want to get you to watch one of those movies at least. And I think I will get you to watch it because they're very short movies.
Oh, they're short?
Yeah, they're about an hour and 25 minutes, hour and a half.
I got you. All right, cool.
I mean, I think that's the reason why you don't want to watch Titanic in the first place is because it's 3 hours long.
I'll be right back.
But I will say this though, I do
Right.
like Hold My Beer's suggestion is Ready Player One and Training Day. Those are two movies that I was actually thinking in my head next year to do.
Right. I got you.
It's got some pretty heavy
Yeah,
stuff going
stuff
on in
going
there.
on,
So he's mentally disturbed. Actually, he didn't get, that mental health coverage, the fact that you just lost your job and you don't have any mental health coverage, that sucks.
Right. It does.
And I am a motherfucking ghost. Oh, God, I love this.
Yeah.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Now, how did Simmons know the bomb was coming, though?
You probably heard it.
First time I ever watched that, I was just like, did Caboose just die? I mean, that's the thing about Red versus Blue after this season is they really do get dramatic.
Right.
But I do like that they put in both comedy and drama into the series because that's actually a really good combination.
Right.
And we all know who he's talking about, but we'll save that for later on.
Yes, we shall. Had the chance.
New command.
Right. They don't.
Yeah, Sarge, what the hell is shotgun, by the way? Shotgun? Fuck!
I just love that running gag. A shotgun. Fuck. Also, real quickly to reiterate what I said earlier, the reason why I'm having 6 beers tonight is I don't work tomorrow, so I finally have a day where I can actually have a few beers.
Right.
Dude,
Party up.
Tomorrow is the only day off that I had this week. I've got a 6-day work schedule this week.
I get it.
But I will say this: the best part about this week is the overtime pay.
Right.
I just love these shots during the epilogue episode. Time to see if this works. What?
Whoa.
And that was a bombshell that got dropped right as the season ended. And by the way, to hold my beer, yes, I do work on Sundays. It sucks. But to all who tuned in tonight, that is Red vs. Blue season 6. And next week, there will be 2 episodes of BS commentaries for you guys. Wednesday, there will be Red vs. Blue season 7. And then on Thursday, there will be Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. My body
Dude,
is ready.
I'm really excited for season 7 because like I said, we get to watch the funniest miniseries ever that I told you about, and I cannot wait for Relocated. That's what the miniseries is Relocated.
Right.
But no, this season of Red vs. Blue was always one of the best, like you said. So anything to comment on this season, man?
This was a good season. It's definitely one of my favorites. It just gets better and better. It just gets better and better.
It does.
No complaints.
It really does. And not gonna lie, like I said, I'm looking forward to watching the miniseries next week because again, I can't reiterate this enough, but the miniseries that we're gonna watch is actually the last miniseries that we're going to watch with the seasons.
Right.
And Relocated is just by far the funniest. And of course, we're also going to be watching the trailer for season 7 because it actually has to correspond with season 7 as well, which is hilarious in my opinion.
Right.
But to end the podcast, K-Hart, do you have anything else, my man?
Be good, get lots of rest, and until next week.
Yes, and K-Hart will not be on Seattle Sports Diaries podcast this Friday.
I mean, we kind of touched on it anyway, go Ducks, that kind of stuff.
But I will say this. So next Friday, me and K-Hart will have a lot to talk about on the podcast on Seattle Sports Diaries. That'll be because we're basically going to be having at least about 5 games of Kraken and Ducks hockey to recap.
Yeah.
Is that how many we're gonna probably recap?
I think so.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually not bad. But anyway, this is K-Hart and Mike. We are saying good night to everybody wherever you are, and also that is cut, wrap, and print.